here we go. It's time to record my Grand Arena. What I tried to do was actually to stream this on my Alliance Discord server, because I needed the input from my guildmates and other on the server, because I'm not in a pickle, but I'm seeing a defense that I'm not really comfortable with. Normally I have a plan, and I had a plan, but I altered it many times. Pray I don't alter it again. Let's see. They went through my strongest teams with full clears, or yeah, of course they did, because they used their strongest teams, I'm sure. So that's the thing about Grand Arena. Don't be disappointed if your strongest team doesn't hold, because they're going to put their strongest in there. The interesting part is what the rest of your teams can do. I like the teams that look super weak, but they trick people to try to use cheap counters and get away with simple teams, because they often fail. Look at this zone here. My Grievous with his gear 50 Droidica and gear 72 or level 72 IPD. They got hold. They got 2 battles in there, and these I saved Watt for offense just because I want some opportunity to do some feats, but it turns out against this guy I won't be able to do any feats. I need to focus on the win. So I just put gear 9 old Daka there, and they held for 3 times. I think Newt never holds so many times. So sometimes when he puts something weaker in, you know, they think, I'm not going to waste a good team. I don't know what he has in his back. And in my back was these bounty hunters that I normally place, but I like to keep Nest for offense because she can solo so many teams. But at this resistance I had this time, I knew that he wouldn't let me solo a team. So I put her in defense and it held. And it's gonna hold. He even gave up without like trying, because he left a bunch of turn meter on the guys, and it's gonna be a mess for him trying to clear this. And thinking that he used so many teams getting through the rest, he doesn't have anything left to use. And here also, I used Thrawn and Houndstooth. Those are the only decent characters for my fleet defense. Rest are like trash in my opinion. Like, there's no synergy, there's nothing. But as you know, like in Darkside territory battles, Thrawn and Houndstooth, you throw them in there and you kind of like win, because Thrawn's gonna use his ultimate so many times, and Houndstooth is just gonna be there as the most annoying ship in the game. I think he is for sure. I say my Malevolence, and they don't even need Houndstooth, because the Hyena Bomber is insane. Like, they can take so many hits, so it's no problem. But let's take a look at what I'm facing here. I fear this team so much. First, when I looked at it in the GAC history, I didn't look. I saw he was relic and so on, and I thought, it's a bounty hunter team, you know? As long as you control them with CLS, you're good. But the more I look at this, I look, I don't remember Boba's leadership, because who uses him as a leader nowadays? Then I start looking there, and I'm like, okay, 50% crit damage. Okay, that's pretty good. 10% crit chance, okay, whatever. And 15 speed for each debuffed enemy. That's starting to get intense. If everybody's debuffed, what's that? 75 speed. They get crazy fast. Gain max health equal to 50% of the total potency of all bounty hunters. Gain 15% turn meter. Thermal detonators. Okay, I was thinking, I hope they don't mod their team for potency, and I hope there's not so many guys throwing thermal detonators taking advantage from that. And then I look at the team, it's all potency. Look at this. Look at this guy's potency. 100%. So that means that goes straight into the max health of the entire team. Potency. Thermal detonators, by the way, from this guy. And he already benefits a bunch. He gets 25% turn meter for each thermal detonator that explodes. And he throws on the entire team. Oh my god. Plus the 15, so he's gonna have 40% turn meter for every single thermal detonator. And he also throws. I haven't even checked this guy's mods. Of course. Potency. Yeah, potency. They're gonna be so tanky. Remember Arnold T101? He beat the Chewie mission, getting him to 7 stars with a Boba lead. Everybody, including me, of course used Bosk lead. But he refused. He went in there with Boba lead and with potency on his characters, and they got so tanky that they could do it. So this... I don't know what to do. I can't use my CLS. I'm thinking they will get so much turn meter and they will just smack him down. So I want to use my JTR, I think. The EP team got me wondering. Like, for example, Thrawn is kind of fast. 262. So in the beginning, I wanted to... Well, the plan here is still kind of intact. This is a bad team for me, by the way. I need to use Darth Revan here, but Relic 7, Grandmaster Yoda, and his speed is 291. My Darth Revan is 331, which means Grandmaster Yoda from JKR's leadership will actually gain 40 speed. They will be exactly tied in speed. So that means if Yoda goes first, he will put foresights, tenacity up, and stuff like this. And that's not good for my Bastila Shan Fallen. Yeah, if I go first, I think I will be able to control them. But if I don't, I'm in trouble. I think I still will be able to get the win. This will mean 315. So it's before my Bastila Shan Fallen, so he will go direct focus on somebody. I need to check the damage on the... It's gonna be horrible. It's probably crazy. Yep. 10,300. You could probably one-shot my Darth Revan. So if I don't go first there with my Darth Revan, I'm in trouble. Here I will of course use my Traya. This will be super easy, barely an inconvenience. And what I'm expecting back here is a Karth team. And I want to use my EP on Karth. But then, since I set up pretty strong defense here with my Padme, I will have like CLS and JKR to use here on offense. Yeah. So, okay, my EP is faster than his EP, the entire team. It's gonna be a super sloppy battle, but at least I get the win, so then I can save JKR for our bounty hunters here. They're crazy. That means I need to use CLS against Karth, and actually I've never done that. I'm sure I will be able to do it, but I haven't done it, so I hate going into battles I've never done before. But I'm very fortunate that he failed so many times, so yeah. Okay, let's do it. Let's start here. Let's start with something easy. Treya. I'll just use the triumvirate, and of course Sith Assassin that will give them 24% turn meter at the start of the battle. So thanks to Sith Assassin, I went before everybody. That's nice. For the cooldown Sion, because I want him to hit what I hate with the attack. If it's against any other team, like bugs, I want to use it on Nihilus. I want to get his Annihilate as quick as possible. Look, only one turn until his Annihilate. But let's just wait it out here. I don't fear this team. It's fine. The only fear here, and he's not too much to worry. Annihilate, I will use it on Spy for sure. No, that's fine. Even though getting rid of GBA would mean yeah, a lot, but I know we'll get rid of GBA afterwards. Wow, Sith Assassin is still alive. That's not a common thing. I'm thankful for the damage. You can never go to fight against the bugs and for some good banners unless you have a really strong this is acceptable. Like, this is good. If you have a super strong Sion, then of course, if you only go Treya on Sion, but I rarely do that. I don't think it's worth it. You have one loss where Sion just get one-shotted by a Spy, and then you learn, like, it's not worth it to take those chances. So, now is, it's time. Okay. What if I use Watts? He's a tank, right? Tank, yeah. He'll gain protection from Watts. But does that turn into health? Ah. Who knows? Man. If I put a 5th there, I won't get the... There's something in his leadership. They need to be all Sith Empire. If all allies are Sith Empire, they have 50% crit damage. It's kind of important. If I put somebody else with them, I won't get that benefit. And I've been lazy when it comes to Sith Empire. I haven't been... Yeah. Okay, so I guess I'll undersize it for the sake of my damage output. This is, yeah, this could go either way. If I lose, oh, I get to go first. That means so much for the entire team. Oh my god, I removed, yeah. So, let's just, no, she's the weak one, I think. I didn't bother check the others because I was so afraid of random. So I'm on the right path here. Yes, you went for the wrong one, MF. Okay, let's see if we can read it. Okay, these 60 banners against that team, that's great news. So let's see if Karth was on the back there. Yes, he is. Okay. So I will use CLS here, which is no problem. If Salbars was really tanky, this would be pretty annoying because he would counter all the time and it would take some time to get through them. But right now I feel like with Han shoots first, I'll just go after Mission, keep her under control. As soon as Salber starts to auto-taunt, I'll just blow him down with my CLS team. They will get through him like nothing. I might even undersize it, just go with the 3 of them. So that means I can use my JKR on this here. But even then, I think I'm looking forward now. I was scared for a long time, but now I'm actually looking forward to this fight because I want to see that strong Boba lead that I've never seen before with so much potency on the team. What they actually can do. That power 95k, I think they're worth way more than that. Yeah. So I wonder if he uses like Bosk and Django and so on offense, or if he... I wonder. And then I will go with my own EP here. And that's a bit dicey. If they get their turn meter going, I'm kind of screwed. But I'm really hoping those first few turns with my faster team will make sure that they don't have a turn. So, yeah, maybe I should start up here. Because against Karth, if everything goes to beep, I can use my Karth, I can use Phoenix, Ewoks for cleanups and so on. So I'll actually wait with that Karth team. I will start with this funny team here. Oh my god. But look at my squad. Oh, I'm happy I saved GK for offense this time. Normally I think he should be with Padme. But since I knew my Padme wouldn't hold, and I knew that he still needed something strong to beat Padme, I decided to leave him out of there. If I thought that, nope, they won't get through Padme, then I would put him there to make sure that it happened. But they still needed to use something very strong against Padme. And my tactics seem to be good so far. Okay, who do I go after first? The weird thing is, I'm thinking Greedo, but it should be Boba, because, yeah, he will prevent revives, actually, if he gets his Annihilate or Execute off, or whatever it's called. Need to... Okay. This is good so far. Oh, yeah, the health... tanky. Okay, bye-bye. Please. Nope. Not enough. Need to share this. Okay, now it's Greedo. Look, the protection goes down very fast, but I bet. Protection on most of them. Let's give... Who needs protection back? Yoda and GK. Let's give it to Yoda this time. And let's just stall it. And... Oh no, that... Okay, thermal detonator. Let's hope that... 60? 60. Good. 60 against that Boba. I'm pretty happy about that. But now we have this pickle here. My Thrawn is 280. He was 262. My Vader is probably 234. He is 219. But mine is like gear 9. So I have a much squishier team. The same with TIE Fighter Pilot. He's like 266, but gear 9. This one is 222. So it'll be interesting to see actually if the weaker but faster team can beat the a tiny bit slower but way stronger team. Like my GP is 85 or something. It's the exact same team. Gear 10, Gear 9, Gear 10. It's gonna be interesting. I need to fracture Thrawn immediately before he fractures a key component in my team. So I'm gonna keep an eye on the turn meter. They're all very close here. So I'm gonna look at my turn meter here. Who do I remove the negative status effect from him because I want to fracture the Then who do I go for? I know Vader is super tanky. I know he is kind of squishy. Oh no! Now they. This is messy. This time I need to go for Finally! No! Yes! He's gone! Oh, did you deflect that? Gone! I'm very fortunate so far, I can tell you. Okay, now the best thing about Thrawn, let's start healing back against him because his turn meter will go back to Thrawn. So Thrawn is ready in just a bit again. Let's see. I will let Vader have his turn. Because he's so tanky anyway. I don't want this guy to have his turn. Okay, now I fracture Vader. Then I go after him. I got ready to block him. Didn't land it. I want to... No, I don't want to use the turn meter yet there. Vader. Ah, couldn't you get that kill? I want that for the feet. Okay, I need to kill him anyway. Okay. I'll heal back him. Great. Come on, Vader, show what you got. I'm not talking about not Vader, I'm talking about Vader. I'll do this just to... No! Oh my god. Okay, 57. Since the guy already went and he got some sad banners, kind of happy about that. Okay, I'm getting close to his score. Not a bad fleet. Good synergy. We will just go with everything we have now against this Hearth team. These are for the feats, but no, I don't think it's worth it. And I'm not sure if I want to use all my CLS members because I want Chewie still to give a guard to these two guys. And if I include Stormtrooper Han, they still get it, but what's the point of him taunting them? They will focus on his taunts, they will hurt him, and I will get fewer GAC banners because he can't regain that protection. If I only go with these 3 guys, every time Chewie gets a turn, they regain their protection, and I can get better banners. Okay, I think for the sake of that, I will go undersized. Just because if it turns out it's too weak, I still have good options. And I even can get some kills with my other rebels. Because it doesn't matter about the banners here. All I need to care about the full clear, and I will get it somehow, some way, somewhere. So, who do I want to go after first? He seems to be pretty weak. I don't like Carth. Surprise! That counts. No, but fine. Set him up. Mission, don't get a turn. No, she won't. I'll use this one and the same on CLS, the one to the right, the most that I can. Because every time I use those, Chewie will still go and he will still do some damage. That's the worst case scenario, get a stun on Chewie. Because the others aren't stunnable. That means he won't assist. I'm not worried about the loss, but I'm worried about my banners. Okay, let's come here. And let's start working. The days, the second worst thing that can happen to Chewie, except for it, because he won't assist then either. So, normally I would use this one, because then Chewie would attack and he would heal the team. But there's no point actually. Except for the fact that he actually needs some protection back. So, okay, fine. Not too happy about it. I'll just use the basic here. And Han, I will take her out. Disappointing. 60. Should have been 62. But I won. Yeah, he's not gonna attempt more there, and if he does, the number of teams he needed to use just to get through this zone means he has nothing left in the tank. So let's do fleets. Is it Biggs? So he's hoping Biggs will taunt, but still very weak. You don't intimidate me, you bastard. I will go with 2 tanks and the Vulture. Actually, it would be even more efficient if I went with 2 attackers and the Vulture. Because I'm not afraid of anything that they got, but I'm playing it safe. No, not a big deal. Not too happy about that. For the sake of the banners, of course, not for the sake of the win. I will clean up. Who should I clean up? I don't need to clean up anybody here. I will just go for. He dodges so much. Horrible banners. Who cares? No. Totally unnecessary. Yeah, that's Boba with the Relic 3. I was thinking, oh, he's trying to learn news to. That makes sense. That's a slave was sent there. Okay, I will clean this guy up. 61. So, not the best banners. 1569, it seems to be where I normally land these days. If I got all 60 here, it would be 1573. So I'm pretty close to that. Let's see if I got any feats done. Rank 142. Let's collect this feat. Let's see. Rank 108. I had a loss, so that's why. But I've been working on the feats, but this time it was too hard, so I only got 3 out of 12 out of the trench runners. But I have 4 more matches, so I might be able to pull it off. We'll see. This one I will get to. I don't know what the feats are for the last week, but as long as I reach Kyber, I'm happy. So I really appreciate you guys watching this video, so I'll talk to you guys another time.